keep it live, yeah. Like, share, subscribe. Cause you know we keep it live. You know we keep it live. Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live. You know we keep it like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live. You know we keep it live. Like, share, subscribe. Cause you know we keep it live, yeah. Like, share, subscribe. Cause you know we keep it live. You know we keep it live. Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live. You know we keep it like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live. You know we keep it live.
What's going on, family? Thank you for tuning in to today's live. You're locked in with the Coach Smook Network, and I'm your host, Coach Smook, your favorite Alabama insider and sports media personality. Before we get rolling, do me a quick favor. Tap that like button, share the stream out, and if you're new here, make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you never miss any of the action. Now listen, if you really rock with what we're building here, I invite you to take the opportunity to support the channel by becoming a member of the AAA family. Our mantra is authenticity above all. Everything we do, Our content and our community is built on creating and enjoying quality, authentic conversations, real insight, and real information surrounding sports entertainment. Your membership directly assists in the growth of the Coach Smook Network, and every hard-earned dollar you contribute is not only appreciated, it's paid forward. We proudly make monthly contributions to various community health and awareness organizations because impact matters. If you want to get even more involved with the community, be sure to join our Discord. You can type the command right now in the live chat or head over to our main YouTube page and click the Linktree link in the description. And for those who want to support the network directly, you can donate through multiple options: Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App. Every bit of support helps us continue to grow and elevate this platform. Thank you all for the love and the support and the energy you bring every single time. Now buckle up because it's time to get into the show. Somebody type it in the chat. Say, "Put me in the game, Coach Smook." Let's get it.
Saying, put me in the game, coach. In the game, put me in the game, coach. That's what they say.
Players and the staff are pulling up right now for today's scrimmage. Coach David Ballou in the front. Y'all can see everybody pulling up, man. And boys over there, look at Deontay.
Hey, y'all, I'm walking out of Walmart. Hey, what's your name, bro?
Man, my name Michael McKinney, man. I'm a true Alabama fan, and this man does a good job on his podcast.
What's up, bro?
Reviewing Alabama football. Keep doing what you're doing, man.
Appreciate that, bro. Roll Tide, man.
Making plays on by the brakes.
Mic check, mic check. Okay, now can y'all hear me now? Can y'all hear me now? Mic check. Oh my God. Look, I'm over here just talking pro day. My fault. Y'all laughing at me. I'm sorry, y'all. Look, you know what's happening? StreamYard continues to update their platform, and I appreciate them. I appreciate them for trying to advance it, but they need to send some more clear, like, update blotter report type things. They need to give us some, like, for real. But shout out to StreamYard, man. They've been doing some things to get some quality. As y'all can see, the lighting is starting to get better. I still got some things to do to change that. Y'all see that little spot up there? Don't look at it. But I opened the show. I was trying to talk about spring while I was giving y'all thoughts pulling up today. I was talking about the pro day workouts yesterday. We didn't have a practice yesterday because of pro day, and you saw a great turnout. A lot of media was there to cover the Alabama pro day. A lot of attention around Todd Simpson, but I think guys like Justin Jefferson, Imani Jackson, Caden Proctor, they kind of created some sparks for themselves in their draft stock. So we're going to review some of that. We got a lot of pictures and things that we're going to be able to react to here. And then, we got the pro day. Then we got second chance bracket, y'all. I got to get it. I got to get my second chance bracket. So I'm going to do my picks live before games start to tip off again. I think today we have games tipping off tonight. Alabama doesn't play until tomorrow, but Texas and Purdue plays tonight. Arizona, Arkansas also plays tonight. And then you also have Iowa, Nebraska, and Houston and Illinois is going to be closing the night out. I think Houston and Illinois is going to be one of them classics, man. This is the Sweet 16. This is the opportunity for these teams to go to the Elite Eight. And then tomorrow you'll have Alabama. I think it's the early game. Yeah, I think we're the early game, 6:35. Well, Duke and St. John's kick off at 6:10. We're right there after that tip-off. Emma, Michigan, we're going to talk about that game a little bit when we do our picks. And then Michigan, UConn. Then to end the night, Tennessee, Iowa State. A lot of people slept on Tennessee, man. I know I was one that slept on them, but I'm not going to make the same mistake twice. And I promise you, it's going to be my second chance bracket. We might win some money over here, y'all. I might be able to do a couple Cash App giveaway, but we actually have our own bracket link that, I guess you could say like a community bracket tournament challenge. We have a link. It's available in the description. If you're tapping in post live, check out the description. Even if you're live, we'll bring the link in. Via the chat, live chat. So just stick around and hang out, y'all. But then we got some spring ball talk. We got spring ball kicking back off today. Practice kicking off this morning. Here in about an hour and 10 minutes, they'll be kicking off spring practice number 6. Spring practice number 6. And I'm excited for this one because you're going to start seeing some things shape up depth-wise because Friday we will get our first sightings of scrimmage-like activity, or scrimmage-like competition. And it's going to be organized. You're going to see a certain number of plays. You're going to see scheme. You're going to see a lot of competition and getting first look at guys being in reactive game-like situations. So we're going to be able to produce a lot of reports this Friday. We'll be on the road to Tuscaloosa Friday morning around 10:45 a.m. We're going to hit the road to get up there. Won't be there for the majority of everything, but we're going to get there, and then we'll have some interactions around the campus. We're set to meet up with some of our sponsors Friday, and then we have to make a trip back to Columbus, Georgia. One of the Alabama's top prospects, top targets is in Columbus, Georgia at Carver High School, a future top target at running back, and I'm going to be doing some interactions with him. And we got our women's flag football coverage. We're going to have a sit down with one of the youth organizations that's headlining the young women's flag football 7-on-7 travel league, man. It's about to get crazy. It's about to get crazy for the Coach Smook Network. So we're going to get into it today. I appreciate y'all for sticking around, man, and for pulling up today. If you're on the YouTube side, hit that like button. Make sure you share the content. If you're on TikTok, continue to tap that screen. As a matter of fact, quick roll call, man. We're going to get a quick roll call real quick. Mary J, grab the comments. I'm going to grab the sound, and we're going to get this thing started the right way real quick. We got about 20 seconds. So let me know where you're watching from here on the Coach Smook Network. We're live this morning. Y'all jump in the chat. Talk to me, man. We got a lot of people pulling up. I see the numbers jumping up. Y'all must be waking up. Rolling over. I got my coffee too. Look, shout out to my mom and dad for the cups, man. We got some custom cups. All right, hold on real quick. I'm sorry. I'm about to be off time. Hold on. I'm sorry. Real quick. I got a confession. I was trying to reheat some coffee up in one of my cups, mama, and I messed it up. But it's still working. It's still working, mama. So, mama, I'm sorry. Mama, I love you. The cup's still working, and we're gonna use it. This is gonna be the lucky cup. We're gonna start using this cup every Saturday morning for kickoff. I'm just saying. So, in this cup, we believe. All right. Back to it. This is the coffee right now. This morning. This Aussie cup. What's up? The Kinesis is in the chat. What's up, my brother? Good to see you, man. Roll Tide. Zach, what's good, man? Roll Tide. Good to see you over here on the YouTube side. My sister, good morning. Urban Essence is in the chat. What's good? Antonio, I see you over there on TikTok, man. Keep tapping that screen, showing love, man. I see you, big brother. My sister Melody over there in the chat. Go back. Who is that? I missed the YouTube side. I was trying to make sure I get TikTok too. Go back. Who is that? That's Greg right there. What's up, Greg? Roll Tide. What's somebody else, Mary J? What's up, Zach? My boy Zach checking in. Zach, you ready to get on that phone line today? Greg checking in from the ham, boy. We got the state of Alabama shows up. The state of Alabama shows up in the chat every morning. Appreciate everybody for tapping in today, man. My brother Jason Jackson, that's who it was. What's up, Jason? Good to see you. My brother Mary J in the back on the ones and twos. We got action this day. We got action this morning, and we're gonna get into it today. Somebody type it in the chat, man, and I need y'all to say it kind of loud too, man. I know it's only a few of us in here right now live, but I need y'all to say it kind of loud for me. Are we muted? Antonio, you can hear me now over there on TikTok. I think my comments. But if you can hear me, somebody put it in the chat, say put me in the game, Coach Smook. Let's get into it, y'all. Let's get into it. You're talking about Jalen Milroe and the Pips? The perfect weak side linebacker, right? Put him next to the mic.
I'm not going to take up a lot of time, but I want to say that I'm excited about what...
Okay, forgive me, my brother. What's on your mind?
Oh, I'm good. I'm just still sorry for all the other content creators now that we have this mega star back in our presence.
Hey, y'all, let's get into it, man. We got to do this. I think I want to go ahead and do my picks, man. Let's go ahead and start the show off with the picks because I don't know. I got some upsets that I think about to happen. A lot of people are going with the favorites, but if y'all pay attention, man, this tournament has been a very good tournament. I'm talking about some good basketball been played. All right, so let's go ahead and get our second chance bracket in. Let's see if we can go ahead and get this on the screen for y'all. See if we can get it centered up on this screen. Where we at? Where my bracket? Here we go. Men's tournament challenge. Oh, y'all, and I'm gonna give y'all the link for so y'all could join. Y'all could join and we can do a community-wide thing, and we'll bring it up. We'll bring it up one day, and do like standing the leaderboard and all that. We're gonna get everybody involved. What's up? I got Richard Harris over there on Facebook checking in, man. Roll Tide to you. Good to see you, man. Man, I ain't seen that name in a minute. Good to see you, Rich. My big bro, man. I ain't heard from bro in a minute. Good to see you. You know what? I'm one of them people, man. It's good to see people when you ain't seen people in a while, regardless of how you didn't get to see them. You get what I'm saying? It's just good to see people. Good to see you, man. Roll Tide over there. All right, so let's jump into it. I'm gonna make my picks. I'm gonna go ahead and make my picks. Let me know how it looks on the screen. I'm gonna zoom in over here. We're gonna start on this Eastern bracket, man, with Duke and St. John. I think this is the matchup a lot of people ready to see. I think St. John's is going to push Duke, but this Duke team can turn it on, and they haven't played. Thank you, Mary J. They have not played their best game yet. They started the first game, they had to come from behind, and they did a great job handling that. A lot of composure. Lil Boozer did his thing. But this St. John's team can score too, and they scrappy. So I'm looking at this game, and I just like Duke right now. I like Duke. I like what they're picking up. I think this is the game where they turn it on, the Sweet 16, and then they got a quick turnaround for the Elite 8. I think they're built to play this span of games. So I got Duke coming out of that one. Michigan State and UConn. Now I told y'all earlier in the first bracket picks, I told y'all Michigan State was my sleeper team. I said Wright State was my Cinderella team. That was I blew that one, right? I blew that one, but Michigan State was my sleeper team. I don't know if UConn's guard play is going to be able to handle the physicality of Michigan State. But I do think UConn's guards can score enough and create enough pressure to limit Michigan State's guards to where UConn can pull it out. So I got UConn pulling it out against Michigan. What's up, DJ? Good to see you, my brother. Hey, y'all, when y'all come in, please speak. I want to make sure I acknowledge everybody. I want to make sure I acknowledge everybody in the chat, man. So we got UConn, and then you got Duke. Now, Iowa and Nebraska. Now, this is going to be, in my opinion, one of the more physical, I guess you could say, traditional old school basketball field type games. Nebraska has some sneaky perimeter guard play though. So I just think Nebraska can get up and down the floor a little bit better than I gave them credit for. Iowa, they're going to depend on their inside presence. They're going to attack on the boards. I think they're going to be able to slow Nebraska down, and I just think that Iowa is going to be more physical. Iowa to upset Nebraska for the 9-4 matchup. I think Iowa pulls it out. And then Houston at Illinois. I got Houston. I'm going to go with Houston. But I don't think it's an easy Houston win. I think this is the best game of the Sweet 16 bracket. This one in our matchup against Michigan, I think is going to be the best matchup because the teams just match up perfect. They just match up perfectly. So I got Houston coming out of there. All right, Arizona, Arkansas. Yeah, I think Arkansas, if Akuf, or what's the young man's name, the guard, if he gets loose against Arkansas, him and Bradley get into a shootout, I think Arkansas's physicality will mess with Arizona. And Arizona's late game against Arkansas, I don't think, if they got to depend on another buzzer beater by Bradley, I like Arkansas. But I don't know, man. Arkansas has been surprising me. I wouldn't be surprised if they pull off an upset. The more I think about this game, and it's still, we got a day. I don't know. I got to pick right now. What do y'all think? I know everybody got Arizona winning, but Arkansas playing some crazy good ball, and they just got back healthy. Like this, this is going to be a matchup. I forgot about this matchup. I thought Houston and Illinois was going to be a good one, but this one on Friday going to be a good one too. Do I want to go upset here, chat? AAA family, do I want to go upset here? Talk to me. I need some feedback. Kelsey, what's good, man? Good to see you over there on TikTok. My brother Chip over there on TikTok. We talking some pro days here in a few minutes. I got to pick, man. Arizona or Arkansas, y'all. Arkansas for the upset. Oh man, Mary J, you making it hard on your boy. I don't know. We're gonna come back. I'm gonna pick Purdue to beat Texas. I like Purdue. Texas is playing tough ball right now, but I like Purdue. I like Purdue to pull off the upset. Alabama, Michigan, we're gonna come back to it. Iowa State and Tennessee. I like Tennessee over Iowa State. I'm gonna go ahead and pick Arizona. I'm gonna pick smart. This is my community bracket. They say I can't gamble with this one. I'm trying to beat y'all, so I gotta go with my gut right here and go with Arizona. I really think Arkansas. I'm going Arkansas. No, I can't. I think the light's too bright for him. Arizona gonna show up. Chat. Yo, if you're in the chat on YouTube side, make sure you run the likes up. We got 18 in the chat. Make sure y'all share the stream also. Make sure y'all sharing the stream. Appreciate y'all for tapping in over there on TikTok, Twitch, Facebook, and Kick also, and Twitter. Appreciate y'all for pulling up today. Give it up for yourselves, man. I appreciate y'all for pulling up. All right. So I got Arizona coming out of there. Let's see. Alabama, Michigan. Let's break it down. Phylon, right? Bear Phylon. I think this is his round. This is his matchup. Did a great job being a facilitator, being a presence on the defensive presence in the last matchup against Texas Tech, getting the other guys involved early. The offense got rolling early. Tyler Bowen, Aiden Sherrill, both having a presence on the interior. I think Bowen has a lot more that he can give on the boards on the defensive side, but definitely made a better effort this last game. I like the way that Coach Nate Oates was rotating these guys at a high rate, keeping the legs fresh. Tempo, transition game for offense is what we need to be able to do against a team like Michigan who can score. This team, they can play fast too. This team can play fast. You said you want me to go Arkansas too, man. I want to go Arkansas bad. If Arkansas wins, I'll do 10 gifted. You know what? I'm going Arkansas. I got to go behind that. Arkansas for the upset chat. Kinesis and Mary J saying Arkansas. I got to go with my, because I feel like they could physical, man. I don't know, man. Arkansas, I feel like the lights might too bright. Now, back to Alabama, Michigan. I think this is a perfect matchup for us. Michigan's bigs, they're offensive skill set guys, right? They don't really, I don't see them presenting too much of a dominant presence defensively against our bigs, the way we extend the floor, spread the floor, right? Now, if we find a way to, because you know that's what they're going to prepare for, to defend the perimeter. If we find our bigs finding success early with the high screen and roll actions and diving to the rim early, or getting those high pick and pop actions, making them respect our paint presence first, right? And even if you're not getting the high screen and roll, the dive off the high screen and roll with the bigs, getting those those weak side backdoor cuts from the corner. That's what really opened up the game against Texas Tech. If we could get that offense flowing fluidly, fast, early, get that tempo up, get Michigan into their running game and just have a presence like we did against Texas Tech in the defensive transition game. It took us a minute to get started, but we get that presence established early defensively. This game can go to Alabama. All right, that's what I think we need to do that's what I think needs to happen for everything to go right. Can it happen? Have we seen it? Yes. Texas Tech game, yes. Posture, we ended up starting off slow once again, and then second half it kind of kicked into gear. Who do we need to see confidence-wise show up and really just be able to have their print on the game? One, I think Latrell Wrightsell is going to be counted on heavily just with a presence. I'm more so for his defensive presence. I told you our Michigan guard play is some of the best in the country. Wrightsell is going to have to be disruptive on defense with his on-ball defensive pressure, especially when these guys getting downhill. Having that niche and that field to be able to play the position game and get in the right spot. That's going to be his game today. And then Amari Allen got to step on the defensive side. He's going to have a lot of switches. He's going to have to play some bigs. He's going to have to play on the perimeter, him and Jamison. Arizona by 5? Nah, bro. I think Arkansas got this one, bro. I think Arkansas can pull it off. I'm serious too. I'm talking real basketball. Arizona plays a good brand of basketball when people don't physical them up. Arkansas can be physical, and their guard play, man. That guard, Koof, what his name is? I can't remember the young man's name, but that boy, him and Bradley, they might have one of those classic games where they just both go off for 40 plus. I think Arkansas has a presence on the board. I think Pringle is going to have a opportunity to show up in big games, and he has even in the past for Bama. I think he found him a home at Arkansas, man. They got a squad, bro. If they were healthy against us towards the end of the season, I think they win that double overtime game. But I'm looking at it now. I look at it and I see Alabama, Michigan. I think we pull off the win. I think we can go Nate Oates, and it has these boys confident. The offense has to be going, though. Y'all know how I feel about Nate Oates' system. The offense is hot. I think we're hot tonight. There hasn't been too much of a break between last game and this one. I think we're going to have enough time to get in there, get the shoot around. I think guys going to start early. They're up for this Sweet 16 matchup. Now, next round, Duke, UConn. I got Duke, Houston over Iowa. No. I think I got Iowa going Final Four. I do think I got Iowa going Final Four. I think I do. I'm going Houston. I love Houston right now. Purdue over Arkansas. I think that's where the Arkansas reigns come to an end. Alabama and Tennessee. I got us going over Tennessee. Now, y'all see, and this is the reason my trajectory has changed for this team is because of our defensive presence. I talked about it live when we were doing the watch party. If we could just have a presence, continue to have a presence, man, you got so much length in the backcourt and in the front court, like just linked. We don't have a bunch of 7-footers, but You got a bunch of 6'7", 6'8", 6'10". You got a lot of those guys. Your guards are kind of undersized. You got Byline, who is more of your bigger guy, 6'4", 6'5". I think right now, man, the matchups going forward, they fit us. They match up. We match up well going forward. Against Michigan, to me, that's our best matchup. That's the last thing. I think we handle Tennessee. Duke and Houston, I got Duke coming out of that matchup. Purdue and Alabama, I got Alabama. We go to the national championship against Duke. Yeah. I don't know, man. I believe. Do y'all believe? It's set up. If we get past Michigan, I do believe there is a national championship appearance, and Nado's proves me wrong. Right? He gets to the national championship. But nah, Purdue. I'm going Purdue. Number 1, number 2, Duke and Purdue. I got Duke winning their national championship. And the only reason because Arizona is going to get upset by Arkansas. I got Duke winning it. I don't even want to pick a score. I think Duke's going to blow Purdue out the water. I got Duke 94, Purdue 79. Duke 91, Purdue 79. All right, that sound good. So what's that? 170, right? 170, 90, 179, or 160, 160, right? That's 160. All right, we're gonna leave it like that. All right, we submit that bracket. So Holloway have been holding the team back. Mary J, you know what's crazy? When I was sitting in the barbershop the day Holloway, the situation happened with Holloway, right? And it was funny to see some of the reactions because everybody was on the same mindset. Like, how do you squander an opportunity in that magnitude, right? This close to your opportunity to go to the next level. I don't get it, but at the same time, you look at the energy around the team now that he hasn't been there. And I'm not saying he's trashing and like that. I'm just saying there's a different intensity. Sometimes adversity creates, it inspires, right? It puts a chip on some of these guys' shoulders, right? So has been kind of having to divide their time with them. So it might have been a good thing for Bama. Shout out to the AAA family. Appreciate y'all for tapping in and giving us our support for the bracket. We just submitted our bracket. If y'all want to jump in the bracket, challenge, jump in. Let's get our community bracket challenge. Make sure you put something so you're identified, be able to identify, so we could do our prize giveaway for the winner. The winner, if somebody ends up having a winning bracket, we'll do a prize giveaway, cash giveaway, prize giveaway. We won't say the amount yet. We want to get your participation. So check out the link. Mary J and the other mods will provide the link in the chat. Shout out to everybody on TikTok too. I see y'all tapping the screen. Loso was good. Appreciate you for tapping in over there, man. Appreciate y'all. All right, y'all. Quick transition. We got to pay some bills real quick. We got our. Oh Lord, I gotta. Hold on, y'all. I gotta refresh. I'll be right back. And we're back. All right, so we got coming up next, Pro Day reactions, man. I know that's what y'all came in for, to talk some football. We love to talk football over here. We love to get into it about, Ty Simpson and all that good stuff. So we're going to talk about it. Pro Day reactions. A lot of great performances from Alabama Pro Day. We're going to get everything set up for y'all. And I'm going to give my reactions and my takes based off of the things that got reported to us. Shout out to a couple of field reporters and credentialed media that were there yesterday. Once again, I overslept, y'all. I missed all my type of, I needed the rest though. Y'all can hear the pollen messing with your boys, like voice and everything. We trying our best to stay hydrated and everything so we can get through this short period of this pollen season. But We appreciate Jaisha Nance. Give it up for her. Y'all remember we had her as a guest. We'll have her tapping in either tonight or tomorrow. We should be able to have her tapping in live, check in and give her take from Pro Day and how everything went. But we also were able to speak with some of our other sources that show up, and a lot of great reports. Somebody that stood out, and the name just kept ringing, Caden Proctor. So we'll talk about everybody's Pro Day, and then we'll get into the discussion topic, man. We love to talk about Ty Simpson, the quarterback play since Kalen DeBoer's been there. Y'all know y'all like to give me crap about, my adoration for Jalen Miro. But today we're going to be talking about Ty Simpson and his current draft stock here on the Coach Smook Network. I think I told you all this was the perfect year for Ty Simpson to come out. His draft class is not one of the strongest, and he will go to, I believe he'll go somewhere where he can develop for a year and become one of those long career lasting quarterbacks that's going to have a successful career. And shout out to all the reactions on Facebook, man. Shout out to Kelsey Shep over there on Facebook. Appreciate you for the love, man. And so right after these messages, man, we're going to get into it and we're going to talk Pro Day reactions, Ty Simpson draft stock, and some of the others that performed yesterday. A lot of good workouts and standouts from the Alabama NFL prospects that showed up yesterday. Appreciate y'all for tapping in once again. Continue to stick around. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back right after these messages. If you're not a member of the AAA family, think about becoming a member and helping us continue to grow, man. We saw a lot of support in the subscriber base. Think about becoming a member. Some of your new subscribers, we got a lot of inside scoop that we're going to be reporting on practice on Friday with the Smook Scoop. If you were there for the Smook Scoop report, you had a lot of intel and a lot of insight that later on in the day, y'all saw a lot of things coming out from other outlets. You were like, dang, it felt good to know that. So if you want to be in that type of energy for this spring coverage, tap in with the AAA family and join the Coach Smook Network by doing this.
Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You can do this by becoming a member of the AAA family. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link. It'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notification button and turn on all notifications. Understand that there are multiple ways to support the channel, and each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. Once you join, YouTube is going to ask for some payment information, and make sure you monitor your subscription dates. Also, if you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy, Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel.
Hold on one second. If you're serious about sports, you need more than just box scores. You need real insight. That's why Sports Info Solutions is the official partner of the Coach Smook Network. Sports Info Solutions is my go-to source for in-depth stat analysis, giving you the tools to truly understand player production, tendencies, and performance on a whole new level. From NFL, MLB to NBA, Sports Info Solutions delivers advanced data that helps fans, coaches, and analysts see the game behind the game. This isn't just stats, it's context. Looking ahead to the next generation of stars, check out NFLDraft.sportsinfosolutions.com for elite draft analysis and detailed prospect breakdown. Make it your new go-to stat tracker. Visit sportsinfosolutions.com today. Now let's get back in the game.
Better go subscribe. You do roll with the tide. I'm down in the gun with Coach Smook. Through the game, roll tide, roll tide. Better go subscribe. TikTok.
All right, y'all, let's get into it. Y'all, Pro Day had a lot to, give. I mean, just from Jeremy Bernard looking clean the whole day, and just impressing in interviews as always. Ty Simpson, of course, was the star of the day. But Caden Proctor, man, looked so well. This segment, though, before we even get into it, y'all, we got to acknowledge this great company, this great partnership. This segment, this Pro Day Take the Action, is brought to you by none other than our brand new sponsor, Farmers Insurance, Frederick Harris and Farmers Insurance of Hoover, Alabama. We appreciate them for being supportive and making Coach Smook Network a thing. You get what I'm saying? Like helping us spread the word about our network and what we're doing. A great partnership. We plan on doing some real partnership with these organizations that believe in the network. So continue to build our product, and they believe in what we're building and believing in the vision. So we appreciate Farmers Insurance here on the Coach Smook Network. But now, Pro Day Take, y'all. Yesterday was more than just a dog and pony show for some of these guys. You got to think, guys like LT Overton did some things yesterday to really solidify their draft stock. One, I think for all of them to confidently go out and run the 40s, the guys that didn't make the pro days, you saw these guys go out and really perform. Jaden Roberts, all the turmoil surrounding his career, his season, the last 2 years with injuries and then his playing time this past season, went out and confidently approached the interviews. A lot of people, they don't even notice that Jaden has like a slight speech impediment, but he speaks so confidently, and his presence, like his aura, just invites people, and that's going to help him continue to keep eyes on him. And people are going to look at that prospect and they look at the natural skill set that he brings to the table. They're going to want to develop that. I'm not sitting here saying that he's a first round draft, a first day talent, but this might be a guy that get picked up in the 4th or 5th round, get to a camp, and find himself on a 52-man roster because he ends up getting to camp and there's a system or a O-line coach that can develop him or get him to buy into that development phase of transitioning into the league. And you won't never see a guy like him not get an opportunity at the next level. So a lot of guys getting opportunities yesterday. I want to go and pull one of these posts that we had yesterday. I remember marking one, I want to say yesterday, and I went to Twitter. Shout out to Alabama football, and my guy Theodore Fernandez, he had a lot of great clips from yesterday's pro day performances, especially with the throws with Ty Simpson and the wide receiver core. Noah Rogers, even though it wasn't a pro day for him, I think he's already opening some eyes But I don't get too hype about it. One, because y'all remember when we had the transfer from, what was the young man's name? Came in and did the pro day workout with Jalen Milroy. Dang, what was the young man's name? Jeremiah. Was it Jeremiah? It wasn't Jermaine Burton. It was the one from the JUCO transfer. Oh my God. I can't even think of the guy's name. Man. It was a recent transfer. It was supposed to be a speedster. He never really turned up for us and ended up going to Oregon, I believe. I can't remember what the young man's name is. It wasn't Trayshawn Holden. He was a transfer. Jesus, I got to go back and think about it. But Noah Rogers looked good today, but I don't. Yesterday at the pro day, I'm not gonna get hype about it because he was catching passes from Ty Simpson. Now, I see Kelsey Shepard is in the chat, very vocal about this. I was getting clips in our group chat from Mr. Shepard as these things were happening, as Ty Simpson was making these throws. Like I said, we got our connections right, and as this was happening, and some of y'all were watching it. You know, I think it was being televised on NFL Network or one of the channels. And when I say I am not surprised to see the type of balls that Ty Simpson was delivering, I'm not. This has never been a thing or a claim of mine that he didn't have an arm or that he didn't look good at the quarterback position. My thing is this, chat. The type of hype that he's getting, I don't think he's done anything to deserve it, and I don't think it's one of those things that he needs to carry. I think what Ty's going to do, what's going to help Ty be successful, is the ability and time and space to continue to develop. I really wish Keelan Russell was a year younger, and that we can have another year of Ty. Next year at college ball with Kalen DeBoer and their staff, I think Ty Simpson has a way better season, right? I think his production shoots up out the roof because now that game-like experience, the pocket presence, the awareness of the game speed is accustomed to him. But now he's only had 1 year of that, having that type of responsibility. The quarterback draft class is not as strong as others will be in the future, a class that he potentially will come out in the future. A lot of quarterbacks are already having high perspectives and draft projections ahead of him, how he came back another year. So he made the right decision to go ahead and secure a spot in his first round draft class. Not saying that he wouldn't have been in a good spot next year. I'm just saying this is the best first round opportunity he has. He has this ability to go somewhere, and I hope there's a early opportunity for him to go and just sit for 1 year. Hopefully there's a organization that's truly, there are 2 or 3 organizations that we're going to talk about throughout the process that are in kind of like the rebuild stage, that have veteran presence in quarterback room, right? That don't have long-term contracts, where he could come in, he could sit for a year, find out if you're going to continue with this offensive coordinator, master the system as a rookie, take advantage of any reps that maybe present themselves late in the season during a turnover year. You know, no playoff push type of year, especially if you have that type of year. You give them the last 4 starts of the season. See what you got to build on going into the next season. And I think you find yourself in a good career, Ty Simpson. That's what I see for Ty Simpson, and that's not a bad thing. But yesterday, he did look good, man. I'm telling you. One of the highlights from yesterday, though, was once again Ryan Coleman Williams and his inability to hold on to the ball, guys. We're talking about passes on air, and yes, there were some bombs. One of them didn't. To me, on the first angle, it looked like it kind of got hung in the air, but it was just the way that Williams was trying to adjust to the ball. I don't know what. I don't know if he's adjusting to the speed, or I don't know if that's just something that's in his arsenal, you know, as a receiver, Ryan Williams, guys. But the young man, he doesn't adjust to the ball well in the air. I noticed that real heavy, and it was one of those things where I saw it happen on the first clip, and I'm like, all right, it might have just looked weird because they in the building, but he's been practicing in that building for about 3 years now. You know, the depth perception and everything, he's having an issue adjusting to the ball in the air. I saw it yesterday, and it was kind of like the drop he had against Georgia. It was literally that same drop, that same type of route and concept. Perfect. Ty Simpson put the ball on the money. Malik Benson, that's who it was, Greg. Appreciate you. Yes. There it goes right there. Malik Benson, that's who it was. Malik Benson, there it is. Appreciate that. Malik Benson. Yeah, y'all remember his pro day workout with, I forget who the quarterback, I think Bryce was coming into the draft. Bryce's pro day, but he was working out as a receiver with Bryce. And yeah, it had to be Bryce, right? It had to be Bryce. Yeah, it had to be Bryce. So, but yeah, a couple more names past Ty Simpson. We're going to have our calling topic about Ty Simpson and his future projection. Pro day though. LT Overton. I talked about LT Overton kind of solidifying that day 2 status. I don't think he pushed himself into the first round, but he's definitely a day 2 guy, or one of the early defensive linemen going to come off the board. This is gearing towards being a strong linebacker, defensive back, offensive lineman type of draft, first round draft class. The second round, you'll see a lot of defensive linemen and edge rushers coming off the board. But LT Overton definitely solidified his stock there yesterday. Who else, man, worked out really good yesterday? Names that I just kept hearing. They didn't hear too much about Jan Miller. You know, he ran a good time at the combine. I don't think, did he run again yesterday? I can't remember if somebody reported, but nothing really buzzing about not Daniel Hill, but Jan Miller. And Kyle Green. A lot of people say his cone work was kind of tight. You know, he didn't perform very well. Jefferson and Lawson both looked good in their workouts, but Kyle Green, surprised to hear that his movement and stuff was pretty tight, but had a lot of eyes on the inside linebacker room during the workouts. A lot of scouts had their eyes on it. I think all 3 of these guys are kind of going to slip as good as they are. I think they're all going to slip, you know, third, second round, as early as late second round for Deontay Lawson. But Jefferson, Kyle Green, I could see them as day 3 guys, quality steals for whoever picks them up in their defense. You got 2 guys that can really track the ball, are great in coverage, great pass rush assets. They'll find a spot somewhere as some weak side linebackers. So that was good for the linebacker core. Offensive line: Caden Proctor, Parker Brailsford, Cam Dewberry, Jaden Roberts. It was crazy to see that all those names were representing for the Crimson Tide as offensive linemen in this year's draft. Gino Vandermark was another name. All the offensive linemen worked out good. Caden Proctor was the one that was very impressive. Cam Dewberry showing his quickness in the 40, ran the 40, and showed up well. Parker Brailsford looking smooth. Is always supposed to be the number 2 center in this draft. And some are projecting him to be the second offensive lineman taken off the board, or the third offensive lineman taken off the board. Caden Proctor is projected to go as number 1, the first offensive lineman. So I want to see how this draft plays out for Alabama and their perspectives that's going into the draft. Names that you probably that are going to go under the radar: Monty Jackson. I think might slip in this year's draft with the type of defensive back prospects that are available. They didn't do much to increase his stack, his stock. My fault, but had a great vertical. I think he did bench press too. A lot of good numbers. A lot of under the radar guys. Brody Dalton showed up and worked out. Jaden Roberts, like I said, helped his stock. I think Alabama had a good pro day overall. Presence was there. It almost looked as if Coach Saban has never left the building with the type of NFL presence there. Proctor was moving like a skill player, but can he move a NFL defensive lineman? The thing is, I don't think they're questioning his strength and how he, his run blocking. I think they're more so questioning his footwork in those sets where he has to get out in space. and can he really play in the tackle position at the next level? I think a lot of organizations believe that they can drop his weight and develop him at the next level. You look at him 6'7", you get a 6'7" guy down to 315, 320. That could be the whole difference of, how he moves. He hasn't played less than 350, I don't believe, at Alabama. So imagine getting on that type of regiment at that level and getting into some of that specialized development training. And I think Caden Parker might be one of the best tackles to come through that end up blossoming at the NFL level, at the next level. So that's the pro day reaction, man. I honestly don't see anybody really taking a crazy leap from yesterday's workout, because you had a strong showing from most of these guys at the pro day. Tim Keenan, consistent, showed up yesterday for his pro day and did what he had to do. Interview always is a good player, athlete to interview, going to give you some insightful answers. Justin Jefferson really kind of caught some more eyes. He's always going to catch eyes with his 40 time. And it was a great pro day for Alabama. So that's what we got for pro day, y'all. Here on the Coach Smook Network. Appreciate y'all for tapping in once again. I see y'all reacting on Facebook. We got the like. Shout out to my sis, Ashley Calhoun, tapping in over there on Facebook. Much love, sis. My people tapping in. YouTube, appreciate y'all for being here today. Make sure y'all liking and sharing the content. How many likes we got on the stream? We got 11 likes on the stream. Let's hit our like goal of 25 likes on the stream. Continue to share the stream. We're going to take a quick infomercial break, and we're going to come back, and I'm going to introduce our call-in topic, our call-in segment. So if you're trying to get on the phone lines, man, get ready to call in. The phone lines are going to be opening up at 9:05 a.m. right after this infomercial break. I want to give y'all the opportunity to join the AAA family one more time, man. One more time, because we really growing and we're doing some positive things here on the Coach Smook Network. But I really want to hear, we got time for hopefully 3 calls today. So get ready to call in and share your thoughts. Topic of conversation. Do we got the topic of conversation banner up? Topic of conversation today, we're going to be talking about, is Ty Simpson QB1, first round destination QB1 material going into this NFL draft? If you believe so, write it in the chat or call in and share your thoughts. I'm going to share my quick thoughts, and at 9:05, we're going to open the phone lines and get your thoughts here on the phone line. Make sure you have your thoughts ready, because we want to make sure we hear everybody that wants to share them today. But join the AAA family and help continue to grow the network by doing this. Check it out.
Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community, because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You can do this by becoming a member of the AAA family. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link. It'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notifications button and turn on all notifications. Understand that there are multiple ways to support the channel, and each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight, that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. Once you join, YouTube is going to ask for some payment information, and make sure you monitor your subscription dates. Also, if you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com, and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy, Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel.
Remember,
when you see me in the streets, holler at me. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook.
At Walk-On's Sports Bistro, the games are on, the food's delicious, and here you are always part of the team. Welcome to Walk-On Sports Bistro, where every day is game day. Whether it's a post-win celebration, drinks after work, or taking the fam for some made-from-scratch favorites, Walk-On's is your go-to for good times, craft beer and cocktails, and bold flavors for fans of all ages. From melty mozzarella logs to Hall of Fame level burgers. Stop by today or order online or in the app. Walk-On's Sports Bistro. Game on.
Put me in a game, Coach Smook. Put me in a game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Put me in a game, Coach Smook. 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 Put me in a game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
All right, y'all. This call-in segment is brought to you by our sponsors, First Place Barbering in Montgomery, Alabama, man. It's going to get hot and heavy every time you get on this call-in line. And when you want to get your barber needs taken care of, and I mean every barber in need, you in the Montgomery, Alabama area, come check out our barbers at First Place Barbering. Shout out to them for the new sponsorship and partnership that they have, the Coach Smook Network. Y'all give it up for First Place Barbering. Now, let's get into the show, man. Let's get into the call-in segment. I know y'all excited about this one. Ty Simpson, a talk of the NFL draft prospects when it comes to Alabama. Not much crazy talk going behind Caden Proctor and LT Overton and Jeremy Bernard. You kind of know where they're going. Jeremy Bernard there's talks of him sneaking into the first round. A lot of people don't have a lot of faith in Jim Miller and his perspectives at the next level. I think people are sleeping on him, but Ty Simpson is the main talk of the town when it comes to Alabama football in their NFL draft perspective. So call in on the phone line, 334-625-1121. Let me know, is Ty Simpson a day one starter in the NFL? I want to know. I want to hear your thoughts here on the Coach Smook Network. Call in, say your name, and put me in the game, Coach Smook, and we'll get you on the phone line. I'm going to give my thoughts as we get ready to open the phone line. First call, let's get it.
Call from Zach Willie.
Yo, Zach, what's up, man? You in the game with Coach Smook. Talk to us, man.
What's good, Coach Smook and my AAA family? How are y'all doing today?
Doing pretty good, Zach. How you feeling today, brother?
I'm doing better today. Yesterday was kind of a rough day for me yesterday, but I'm doing better today.
Well, that's good to hear, man. Good to hear. Well, what you thinking about this NFL? As a matter of fact, before we even do that, your pro day thoughts, everything that you've been hearing about pro day. What do you think about Alabama's performance at pro day yesterday?
I think everybody performed the way they needed to, except for maybe Damani. Like you said, he didn't really do anything to improve his stock. But I still think that he is an NFL talent. He just has some things that he needs to work on, overall and develop on at the next level. And I'm going to say this about Ty. I don't think Ty is a day one starter unless he gets his mental under control, and goes out there and can let it go, because we seen it all last year when he got in his head. It cost us on some drives. It cost us the Oklahoma game. It cost us some drives in other games where we won, but we had opportunities to increase the score, and we couldn't because Ty was in his head and not just playing football. Now, does he have the football IQ, the mechanics, and all of that down to be a day one starter? Absolutely. But if he can't get over that the mental aspect of it and drop back and reading his reads quickly enough to get rid of the ball quickly, then he'll have to work on it.
Facts.
And I'm going to say that I want to say this too. I want to speak about the tournament, our game tomorrow against Michigan.
Okay.
I'm going to say this. Do I have faith Alabama can win? I do. But like you said, we're going to have to be aggressive, go out there and play with defensive pressure like we did against Texas Tech. And I'm not saying we have to win the rebound game, but keep it close. We can't get blown out by like 20-something rebounds, and go out there and expect to win,
right.
But if we could keep it to like maybe 4 or 5 difference, then we have a real chance, and go out there and play the kind of defense that we've seen against Texas Tech. Because even if we start off slow, if we're playing good defense, you've seen what happened against Texas Tech. We played good defense. It opened opportunities for our shots to start going in, and us making better quality shots as the game went on, and us, holding a good Texas Tech team to only 65 points, and having a opportunity to, set a record as the biggest point differential in a 4 or 5 seed matchup. The only reason why we did not do that is because at the end of the game, we swapped our walk-ons in, because we had such a big lead that it didn't matter. We wasn't going for the record. If it happened, it happened. And that's what I like about Nate Oates. He don't like to just run up the score on a team that we're beating handily late in the game. Well, I'm going to hop off here. Roll Tide, everybody. And I'll holler at y'all next time.
For sure, Zach. Hey, Roll Tide, man. Hey, give it up for Zach in the chat, y'all. Give it up for Zach. Hey, I told y'all, somebody that don't need no pumping and priming to get ready to have that conversation on the calling line is my brother, Zach. And one thing that he said that kind of caught my attention with the evaluation of Ty Simpson is not, and this is something that I've always been high on with Ty Simpson. I think the fact that he has the mentals, I think he checks all the blocks. You pull out a quarterback and you put it on paper what you want, Ty Simpson has it. And he do it on the field at the next level as a starter, year one, I don't think he's ready.
Call from
Shep.
Yo, what's up, Shep? You're in the game with Coach Smook. Chat, give it up for Shep. What's good, brother?
Good morning, Coach. Coach, I just want to get in the game, man. I'm biting my mouthpiece. I'm twitching on the sideline. I'm itchy. I just want to get into Coach Smook game. That's all I want to do this morning.
Man, you in the game with Coach Smook. Talk to me, man. Is Ty Simpson a day one starter in the NFL, man? A lot of people believe so. I'm opposed to the idea, but I want to see the young man be great. I don't think day one NFL starter is in his horizon, nor do I think it helps him in his future. But what's your thoughts, man?
Well, Coach, we have talked about this a numerous of times, just in passing on text messages and things of that nature. When you look at Ty Simpson, I mean, you and Brian pretty much is predicting year 2 I think Brian even mentioned something about year 4. When you look at his demeanor, the guy got a day one demeanor. The guy, I mean, I was reading yesterday. They talk about trading up for him. They mentioned about the Cleveland Browns. Well, I backed down a little bit. He had a good pro day. I think he's the NFL type of quarterback. I think he fits. Man, if Brock Purdy, I thought Brock Purdy was going to be the next Johnny Manziel, but I think Ty's upside is a little bit deeper than Brock Purdy's. I did kind of back down in your evaluation about like maybe year 2. But the more I look at him, Coach, the more I watch him, the throws that he's making. I mean, and I know I can get animated and pump, but the dude is making throws with ease, man. Dude got a big arm. Coach, I've watched a lot of quarterbacks. I'm not a quarterback type of guy. I like the running backs and I like, D linemen and linebackers and things of that nature. But man, when I watch this cat, man, the dude is smooth, brother. Dude smooth like cocoa butter. I don't see why wouldn't he contend for a starting spot? I mean, Coach, this is your thing. This is what you do. You're great at it. You got more inside information than me. I'm more of a feeler. I can feel situations. I can see. I can make. That's the kind of coach I am. You're an XO guy. Like you're a detail guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. I'm gonna say this.
Coach, I don't see what's the problem. I don't see why not. I think the guy got the charisma that he can command the NFL team. I can't see or discern a type of weakness right now. Everything about him says the cat could be ready.
I say this, Shep, and I get what you're saying. Just like Zach said, and I feel like a lot of people will agree with me when I say this. Yeah. Ty Simpson checks the blocks for if I was to put a quarterback on paper, if I was to write out the prerequisites for what a quarterback needs to have the look and the presence of a NFL quarterback, he checks those blocks. Interviews, he looks great in practice, he can translate information well, he can communicate well, all of those things, right? He has a big arm. On air, let's talk about this. On air, those passes look great. They are on time. There's a lot of zip on the ball. In game, what was as good of a talent as Ty Simpson is? What was Ty's main struggle? If we just take off the Alabama fan glasses and we look at where Alabama's passing game struggled, it doesn't even. Let's take away the fact that the deep ball wasn't a factor. But even in opportunities for deep crossers or mesh concepts or anything crossing Ty's face, going from sideline coming across the middle of the field, what was the major critique with Ty Simpson?
Are you asking me?
I'm asking you. What would you say Ty Simpson struggled with last year when it came to those type of passes, whether it was short or intermediate crossers or passes that come across the middle of the field from the sidelines? What was his problem?
I'm just basically what you pointed out when we talked.
Not being able to lead. You can't. The timing. You got to be able to throw guys open sometimes, right? Yeah. Majority of the times,
right?
Especially
that's true.
In the NFL level, where you're going to see a lot of press zero man coverage. You have to be able to consistently throw man beater balls. Pause. You have to, and that Ty Simpson struggles with it heavily. He did it at breaking down zone defenses, deciphering mixed zone coverages. As long as he don't have a crowded offensive line, he excelled. He excelled. Oh my God, what you got going on? Hold on.
Yeah, Shep over there fixing leftovers from last night. Hold on. You good, Shep?
Yeah, I'm good. I was just getting some ice out my refrigerator.
Okay. That's on loud, man. Y'all gotta put the mute button on. I was like, you unfolding some foil or something. You know, when you unfold the foil, when you're unwrapping them fried pork chops from the day before. But no, man, I think that's where I have to continue to put my aspirations for Ty Simpson's success at the next level on hold, because he didn't do it well at the collegiate level this year. I think another year of playing and developing into that would have had me more in tune with day one starter, or even if the Florida State game or even the Georgia game after the missed pass to Ryan Williams, if he had followed it up with another one leading a wide receiver into the open space, I think we'd be having a different conversation. But he set the tone Florida State game, and we never saw him be able to do that. You have to be able to do that at the NFL level, and I just don't think he's day one ready until he's able to do that. And then other things, just pocket presence and awareness, all of that plays. He doesn't have to have that in the pro day workout, so of course he's going to look good. It all looks beautiful. That 60-yard bomb when he rolled out and didn't have no pressure in his face, and he was able to reset his feet like he did against Vanderbilt in Missouri and throw those balls on the rope, after he scrambled out the pocket. Those look nice when he doesn't have. But what happens in the NFL when you have to do that, like Lamar Jackson and Pat Mahomes and what we saw with Sam Darnold? Pressure staring down your face, and they got good offensive lines. So I'm just final thoughts, man. We got people blowing up the phone lines now. You done stirred up some trouble.
Coach, my final thought. I'm gonna swing back. I'm gonna hit back. I think there's a mutual responsibility here with your coaches getting this guy comfortable. You got to understand, he had this was Ryan Grubb's first year. This was Ty Simpson. So it was a fresh relationship. We still trying to get to know each other. How far do I go? How far do I not go? Do I get a kiss on the first night? Do I get a hug on the second night? Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it was a mutual responsibility in the two coaches just trying to feel each other out. And because, Ty Simpson was hot for 5 or 6 games when Alabama went on that, because we couldn't run the ball. So he had to do a whole lot of stuff right. But when coaches started really honing in and making major adjustments, then that kind of made him look kind of like a type of, like inconsistent. But I think that's where your coaches come in at, coach, and just really coach a player out of that. Coach him out of a slump. You know what I mean? Versus calling trick plays. See, a lot of that stuff is psychological. When I was watching the spring on SEC Network last night, and Roman Harper, Brian Harper brother was talking about Alabama and the play calling and all them guys, and they were talking about Ryan Grubb and the play call. It's like, they got to bear some responsibility, because, man, we started seeing some mediocre stuff. Like, and coach, again, we're going to have the difference of opinion, but coach, I did not see Alabama put him in a better position, especially, when defense is dropping 7 or 8 disguise and coverages. Because that's all I got to do, disguise and coverage, because we know you can't run the ball. So I think in the NFL, of course, it's not gonna change. It's not gonna get any easier. With defensive D days and I think Ty can adjust. I think the stuff that was thrown at him this time is gonna prepare him for the NFL, because he's seen every drop back coverage probably in college that you're gonna see in the NFL. Thank you, coach, for taking my call.
For sure, Shep. Great call, man. And these are the type of debates I love to have. Roll Tide, Shep. Y'all give it up for Shep. Phone lines open 334-625-1121. These are the type of debates I like to have, because I get where he could see Ty Simpson having those type of successes. And I see, like I said, we talking about this plenty of times last year during the season, during the games, live watch parties. The play calling did get a little confusing. Not a little confusing. It was a lot confusing. The games where I felt like we had early momentum to establish the run game and take a lot of pressure off of Ty Simpson early, we went away from it. But I also understand that this staff, traditionally where their success has come from, is being able to impact the defense early in the passing game, right? And you want a quarterback that's able to take those risks early to spread the defense out. You want the defense in their freshest. You want them to be on their heels reacting. And the way you do that is consistency and completion of pass. So that's why Ty Simpson looked so good in the first 4 or 5 weeks in the season. Florida State game, even though he didn't necessarily have a turnover, imagine had he hit Latier Brooks on that first corner route where he was streaking wide open in the safety bit on the underneath crosser from Jeremy Bernard off of that Twins. Like, it would have been an eye opener for just now the safety sitting at the 12, flying down. They don't get to do that. Another caller, let's get it. Yo, B Harp, you in the game with Coach Smook. Talk to me, man. Y'all give it up for B Harp.
Hey, put me in the game, Coach. How you doing this morning?
Doing pretty good, brother. How you feeling today?
Super solid. Always a beautiful day here in Atlanta. Hey, in spring practice, as much as we as Tide fans hated to see Indiana host up the trophy, that's the great thing about spring. It's hope and revelation of things to come. You know?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, man. So today, topic of conversation on the phone line, man, is Ty Simpson a day one NFL starter? We've had 2 callers call in, both siding on both sides of this, and more so in the fact of, does he check the blocks? Yes, I think everybody will agree that when you put it on paper, but difference of opinion on, is he really a legit starter? What's your thoughts on that, BR?
Well, right now, I would ask those who called in, and I would ask those guys. Ty Simpson is a projected pick number 26 for the Cardinals. Now, that could go either way. We know as late as that pick, the Cardinals have other needs other than a quarterback that they may want to build around. So I asked those guys, when, as a first rounder in the 20s that went 26 as a quarterback, been a day one starter? Even Lamar Jackson was not a day one starter. We got Fernando Mendoza, of course, that could possibly be, who's kind of very Joe Burrow-like. But other than that, is there any quarterback that we've seen in the past year that's fallen as low as 26 in the 20s be a day one starter? That's the one thing I want to ask. And then if you yourself, as a franchise, if you're an owner of a franchise, are you really touching Ty Simpson right now to bring in the fan base, to sell tickets? Let's be honest now. There is that other factor, like, do you have the it factor?
Right.
And the only person seen that fall that low that still had an interest is our very own Shadur Sanders, who pretty much a lot of us feel that was kind of a blackball thing.
Yeah.
In a sense, but Shadur had a following. If you're gonna ask me, from everything I've learned about football, being around the game, as long as I have, a day one starter, that is a huge reach to put that to put that in Ty Simpson's hand, or as a day one starter. So,
I even couple that with this, man. You're setting unrealistic expectations for a skill set that is truly underdeveloped at this stage. This is not a guy that got to play 3 years, and it's not a Nussmeier situation. I trust Nussmeier to be a day one starter at the NFL level more than I do Ty Simpson, because we've seen him at his worst and kind of progress when he had a lot of assets around him, the type of skill set when as a game manager, and we've also seen Nussmeier make NFL throws when he's had NFL like assets available. So I think Nussmeier in the system, if he gets thrown in week one, will have a lot more to build from because of the type of experience he's had in playing at the collegiate level for so many years, and how many snaps he has under his belt. Now, Ty Simpson had 700, 800 total snaps under his belt at the collegiate level. I get it, but we're talking about 600 snaps this year? I mean, we're not even talking about the amount of completions and throws and how many reps he saw in a game of a certain coverage. Like, I just don't think mentally he'll be able to digest and process from week to week to be able to be named a day one starter at this level. Now, a guy like Mendoza, you're talking about a 26, 27-year-old grown man that's been seeing a lot of football over the past 5-6 years of his collegiate career, been hearing a lot of different voices in film rooms. He's been different type of stuff, like everything. He's played in 2 different systems, major systems that are utilized at the NFL level. His concepts and interpretation of these concepts is at a different level. It showed playing against high school / college kids these last season at Indiana. Like, he's displaying it at a high level. I think he has more of a chance to be a formidable day one starter than Ty Simpson right now.
Hey, Coach Smook, can I come back and ask you a question?
What's good?
To all the Tide Nation fans, let's come back to our own backyard before we talk NFL. Can we honestly say that Ty Simpson could have held off Keelan Russell and Austin Mack this year in the spring?
Oh, that's a good one. Come on, hey, hold on. Let's get a horn on that one, Chad. That's another segue to jump into there. Could Ty Simpson, after the season last year, right? If he had chose to come back, could he have held off Austin Mack and Keelan Russell in a second year? Because we know how close the battle was going into the fall camp of this year, and the way that the season ended last year, we wouldn't be projecting off of potential anymore. We're talking about what was thrown out there. And a lot of people in that Indiana game, and we was live. I had family and friends at the live watch party. Throw Austin Mack in, Ty done, bro. He need to go into the NFL. A lot of fans was on that type of train at the end of that Indiana game. Would that be the narrative going into the spring? What's your thoughts on it, B-Hart? You asked the question. I want to get your answer. Make sure we clip this chat.
I thought we saw the best we could see out of Ty, which isn't a bad thing. But when you start talking about these young guys developing, understanding the system, maturing, and understanding what it is to be the quarterback at Alabama, I think we were exasperated of the Ty Simpson experiment, and people are ready to see Keelan and Austin Mack. And that's just what it is. And so going into the spring, looking at some of those lasers that Austin Mack threw and wondering if he would have had timing with those receivers instead of being thrown in against one of the best teams in the NCAA, what the spring would have been like. Because what we saw in Austin Mack in that game was a confidence that, hey, I can take the licks, because he took a nice little lick and popped right up against a good defense. A lick that the same guy that hurt Ty Simpson is the same guy that hit Austin Mack. And Austin Mack looked at him and said, you better come more than that. Go back and watch that clip. When Austin Mack scrambled, the same guy that hurt Ty Simpson, Austin Mack popped up and said, I hope you got a little bit more weight to you now, because I'm 6'6", 200 pounds. So coming to the spring, it would have been interesting. Could Ty Simpson held him off? And I think Ty Simpson knew that hey, I would rather go to the NFL instead of transferring to a school, because, you know, we all know what it's like to be the quarterback at Alabama. You're going to always be good. Yeah. Shout out to Tide Nation for looking out, regardless of your race. You've always looked out for your Alabama quarterback. So shout out to Tide Nation for that. But I think Ty Simpson said, rather than ruin my legacy at Alabama, I would rather just go to the NFL and take my chances there, because these young guys are coming.
I said the same thing. And he also is benefiting from a draft class where the QB perspectives aren't deep. The talent, there's not much talent separation in this one. And whoever his camp is, his agents and stuff, they're smart. I think Ty Simpson has developed enough at the collegiate level to where he gets in the system. And there's a lot of systems I think he'll thrive in. Not as a year one starter, though, not with that pressure. Get a year to go in and mature, continue to mature, because that's one thing I don't see him having an issue with, maturing and being taught at the next level. Now, carrying it out, being on that field, that deer in the headlight looks, I'm going to do a watch party today, and I'm probably going to get on TikTok after we get off live. I'm going to rewatch. I want y'all to rewatch last season, and I'm going to show y'all every game. We're going to watch highlights. I'm going to show y'all every game where he gets that look at certain moments in game, and it's always after a negative play. He gets that look, and every game was the same result, and consistency show up when he gets this look. And it's not a bad thing. It's something that he can work out of. It's going to have to happen at the next level, though. I don't think it would have ever happened at the collegiate level. I don't think he would have had the opportunity, because next year, the pressure of Russell and Mack behind him, oh my God, the staff wouldn't have been another week one Florida State type of thing. It would have been, oh snap, we struggling, we 3 drives in, only got 60 some yards of total offense. We gotta get a change. So I'm glad he's at the NFL going into this draft. And I think he's going to be good in the future. But year one NFL starter, I don't see it. Final thoughts there, B Harp, as we get ready to close out the calling segment, man.
My final thought, like, it's going to be a good NFL draft. Going to miss a lot of talent that's going to help your team out. Quarterback this year probably just ain't going to be one of them, not far like an immediate impact, not the Joe Burrows or anything like that. But these guys, if you can kind of just stay with them and they can stand the rigors of the NFL, whoever you take, whether it be Mendoza, Ty Simpson, and Newsmine, in 2 to 3 years, your franchise will be pretty okay. So those are my final thoughts, man. I appreciate you, Coach.
For sure, man. Y'all give it up for B Hart, man. Roll Tide to him. Roll Tide. Y'all, this is going to be one of the more interesting drafts because, like he said, I just don't think any quarterback in this draft is truly, like I said, of the quarterbacks available, Fernando might be the most prepared. He might have the most early success if thrown out as a starter, but I don't think you have a true franchise QB right now, the product right now going into the draft. Everybody being drafted in this draft is going to be drafted off pro potential, their development potential. And I think both of them have a fast trajectory, a sped up trajectory of development and pro potential. So you get into a situation where you could let these guys sit and develop. I think you're getting some quality quarterbacks in this draft. I talked about Nussmeier. I talked about a couple of other guys, man. There's some quality guys that can go in, and I think they'll put the pressure on some of the veteran presence that in the NFL that have been mainstays. I think this group of guys has that early presence. They picked the right draft class to come in and to start having their presence felt and put pressure on some of these guys and push them out the way into their veteran roles of backups and either next wave of quarterbacks to take over the league. So with that being said, y'all, I appreciate y'all for tapping in for the calling segment. Shout out to our 3 callers on today. Zach, Big Shep, and Big Heart, man. We got some good callers. They've been calling in consistently, man. We want to hear some more voices, though. We want to encourage y'all to start calling in. Our calling shows, we're going to start doing them Monday, Thursday, Friday. We might not have a calling show tomorrow because we're going to be, we're going to get up early and do a morning show tomorrow because we can do some post-practice report reactions. We got post-practice report today. At what time do we have post-practice report, Mary J? Get a banner of that up with the time and everything. We got that coming up. But to close out the show, we're going to talk about some things to expect from spring practice today. As the guys have kicked off spring practice. My phone hasn't started going off. It's about 9:35. What is it? 9:35. So yeah, we'll start getting some text messages hopefully around 10:15 of what's happening and some of the things that's happening in practice. But what to expect from practice when we come back from our infomercial break. Once again, this is the Coach Smook Network, man. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Make sure y'all continue to run the likes up on YouTube. If you haven't hit the like button, we've had a total of 54 new viewers come through on YouTube. Make sure y'all hit the like button when you come through, even if you only stay for a minute. Make sure you hit the like button. If you want to get on the call-in segment, start tapping in and catching the conversation so you can get your voices and thoughts heard. If you have not seen the new content, check out the shorts on the main YouTube page. Well, also go check out at Coach Smook Reacts on YouTube and other platforms, TikTok. I think we got our Instagram page up now, but we're going to start posting more clips, blog type stuff. We got food reviews, all that stuff on Coach Smook Reacts. Is all that type of content. Tap in with all the content and the growth of the Coach Smook Network. Coming up today, post practice at 12:30. Got 12:30 live today, so y'all be here on the network. We're going to transition to our last segment. And hopefully y'all enjoyed today's calling segment here on the Coach Smook Network. Shout out to our family. And once again, here on the Coach Smook Network, we appreciate you for your support. Check this out, y'all.
All right, family. That's going to do it for today's show here on the Coach Smook Network. Once again, I'm your host, Coach Smook, your favorite Alabama insider and sports media personality. And I truly appreciate every one of you for rocking with us today. Before you head out, make sure you like this video, share it with somebody who needs to be a part of this conversation. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel so you stay locked in with everything we've got coming your way. We're trying to reach some goals here. And if you believe in what we're building here, I encourage you to take that next step and become a member of the AAA family.
Remember, our mantra is authenticity above all. This community is built on real conversations and real insight and real information surrounding sports entertainment. Your membership directly supports the growth of the Coach Smook Network, and every hard-earned dollar contributed is not only appreciated, it's paid for through our monthly contributions to community health and awareness organizations. So you're not just supporting a YouTube channel, you're supporting a cause. Also, don't forget to check out the Coach Smook merch. We've got hats, t-shirts, hoodies, and more. It's a great way to show love and support for the network and rep the brand wherever you go. You can find the merch link in our main YouTube page and in the description. Put me in the game, coach. And if you want to stay connected and get more involved with the community, be sure to join the Discord. Just type the command in the live chat or head over to our main YouTube page and click the Linktree link in the description. You can also stay connected with us directly for collaborations, appearances, community service opportunities, and business inquiries by emailing us at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com. Our staff will respond in a timely manner. And for those who want to show additional love, you can always donate directly to the Coach Smook Network through Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App. Every bit of support helps us continue to grow and elevate this platform. We also want to send a huge thank you to our sponsors and partners: Walk On Sports Bistro, Sports Info Solutions, Helping Hands LLC, Men of Standard Executive Security, Goomba Bully Killnos, and most of all, the AAA Fanning. None of this is possible without you. Once again, thank you for all your support, the energy, and the authenticity you bring to this space. Until next time, family, stay safe, stay locked in, and when you see me in the streets, holla at me and say, put me in the game, Coach Smook. Catch you on the next one. Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all. And again, shout out to our new sponsors, man. First Place Barbering of Montgomery, Alabama. Shout out to Kelsey Shepard and the fam over there, man, supporting the Coach Smook Network. And also, y'all can't forget Farmers Insurance, Frederick Harris and Farmers Insurance. We appreciate them for showing love and becoming sponsors of the Coach Smook Network, man. Hey, we're going to actually be having a presence at the Alabama A-Day. Alabama A-Day, April 11th, we'll have a presence. We'll have a tent set up. We'll be partnering with Farmers Insurance of Hoover, Alabama. And we'll be on 8th. Is it 8th Street or 8th Avenue? Right up the street from the stadium. Man, you can't miss it. In the Cut Barbershop will be part of that whole setup and helping us. Shout out to them. We actually looking to have a conversation with them, man. We trying to connect with all of your entrepreneurial setups, people that's doing businesses that's growing, that impact the community. Jordan say Jordan done woke up late, y'all. Hey, so it ain't just me, man. It's something in the air because yesterday I woke up late. I missed my ride, or we missed the whole crew. We missed our chance to be at Pro Day. It wasn't a bad thing though. We got a lot of networking connections and relationships. So, well, welcome in, Jordan. Welcome to the show. You missed it, but we'll be back at 12:30. So you're gonna have some fun today. We're gonna have some post-practice report for y'all today. What to expect from from practice today, y'all? I expect a lot more reports and a lot more insight to come in about some of the competition. I do expect there to be some intent on getting a offensive line group that can really open up this quarterback competition. We talked about the D-line dominating in the last practice. In the first competitive, like edge practice, you saw the defense flying around. I expect the offense to really take a step forward. You're going to install a few more things, getting ready for tomorrow's scrimmage. So I expect to hear a lot more reports from the offensive side of things. The wide receivers, they performed well. Quarterbacks and wide receivers performed well in the first practice in the ones with a lot of the DBs playing physical. You're going to hear a lot about Chuck McDonald matching up against a lot of these receivers and giving them fits. But Carmelo O'Neal and Dijon Lee, Xavier Brown, Red Morgan, that defensive back room is nice. Zion Gibson and Jordan Edmonds, true freshmen, just, working hard reps. Then you got the safety room. Ivan Taylor, you're going to hear that name. Kirkpatrick, Jaira Edwards, those three guys in that safety room making some real nice rotational depth for Hubbard and Keon Sapp, especially when you got guys like that, the veteran presence like those two. You want to be able to keep them light through spring, keep them as fresh as possible, allow them to develop as leaders, continue to, keep the younger guys fresh and keep them tutor them into the right things to be doing with these assignments. So we're going to expect some great reports today. Hopefully we get some good media availability. And then, like I said, 12:30 we'll be reporting that. And then this evening, 7:30 p.m., we got Check 'Em Out, Coach. It'll be a mixture of just some more insight things with Alabama football. We get our recruits, the prospects, high school prospects film up, and we'll react to that on Twitch, TikTok, and Twitter. That's at 7:30 tonight. And we're live on the TTs, the 3 T's. All right, check them out, Coach. Y'all pull up and help. If you're not on Twitch, TikTok, or Twitter, please create an account. It's free. Support the content on all the different platforms. And then Friday, we're going to do an early show Friday morning. So if you want to get up early and jump on the phone lines, let's talk some Bama football. And then we'll do our post-practice report. We should be in Tuscaloosa doing our post-practice report Friday morning. And it's going to be a good vibe. We'll probably get on campus with Coach Smook, walk around a little bit. And we'll see what we can get done on this Friday. And then this weekend, we got a lot of things going on in our other businesses. So your boy is going to be busy. Y'all keep your boy impressed. Appreciate y'all for tapping in and supporting the Coach Smook Network. I'm going to kill that fly. And supporting the Coach Smook Network. Remember, y'all, I'm just a message away. We got any business inquiries or things of that nature, hit us up at CoachSmookNetwork@gmail.com. Again, that's CoachSmookNetwork@gmail.com. Shout out to the AAA family for being the primary sponsors for this network. All of our sponsors, we thank you for supporting the Coach Smook Network. And until I see y'all again, if you see me in the streets, holler at me and say it loud and proud, man. Don't be scared, acting like you don't know who I am. Yes, I cut my hair. Yes, me. If you see me in the streets, holler at me and say it. I appreciate y'all for having a good time with us today. Y'all be blessed, man.
Tried to box me in and I kicked the dough off the frame. Turn the pressure into power. Put my stamp on the game. Put me in the game, coach. In the game. Put me in the game, coach. Smook, that's what they saying. Put me in the game, coach. In the game. Put me in the game, coach. That's what they saying.
Players and the staff are pulling up right now for today's scrimmage. Coach David Ballou in the front. Y'all can see everybody pulling up, man. And boys over there, look at Deontay.
Hey, I'm walking out of Walmart. What's your name, bro?
Man, my name Michael McKinney, man. I'm a true Alabama fan, and this man does a good job on his podcast.
What's up, bro?
Reviewing Alabama football. Keep doing what you